It's a climbing gym built in a church, and they have a one-of-a-kind wall. I think it's the only one in Quebec that looks like that. Let's go check it out. This is one thing I don't have in my gym in Montreal is a cave start with a top out. I think that these are great. I'm just looking at them right now. I'm getting super excited to start. Really cool gym. They have a campus board. I have all this little workout arrangement. It's not much, but this is more than you need. And this is the 45 feet wall. This is the only block in Quebec that is like this. So if you do fall, it's on your back and you slide down. But just to give you an idea, I'm not allowed to do this, but since I'm alone, it is quite a slide. And they have 4 different grades for this one. So the guy was telling me that, let's say it's V1 to V4, and it's the equivalent of 2 added up together. Super nice to try a different gym. Different style of climbing. No, there's one thing that I have a lot of trouble with is warm up enough so I don't hurt myself when I try the harder climbs, but not so much that I'm not tired when I get to the harder climbs. Super nice V3. So I try to keep it at 3 or 4 climbs within V1 to V3s. This one is a V3 as well. I think it was like 45 degrees. It was a very physical climb. That's the one I prefer. Gravity was doing its things for sure. That was not easy. I think I attempted it like 2 or 3 times. This one was a cool V4 with like almost sitting down start. I flashed this one. I was quite impressed with myself. Starting at V4, I don't flash them often. Little foot mix up there. I have a lot of trust issues with my feet still. Right before we get to the main event and me trying that amazing cycle block, like they call it, this is what I use to film part of it. Is the Insta360 Go 3. It shoots in 4K as well. I borrowed that from a friend, and that's the cool thing about this is doing this with a camera in your mouth, it was hard to breathe. Let's just put it that way. However, unfortunately, I wasn't able to do the first level of that cycle block climb because I think I warmed up a little bit too much before. Nevertheless, it was amazing. Now this one I was super eager to do too. It was a V5, it was an easier V5. But you were completely lying down in that first section. The holds were good, but there was a lot of body positioning in order not to fall off. Little shot here with the Insta360. I really like that small camera. I'm probably gonna get one for myself. For some reason, I was nervous to walk on the top out. It's strange. I just prefer letting go. Fucking hell. This one is a V4. It was my first time holding those kind of holds. It was quite interesting. They were shitty, and they were ripping the skin off your fingertips a lot. But I flashed it, which made us all very proud of me. I just can't wait to have a little more technique so it's more fluid when I climb. I guess it just comes with practice and study. But this one I didn't want to go all around and down the stairs, so I just decided to jump off. That was the perfect slab for me. It was a V3 and it's very low. It's not too high off the ground, so I wasn't that scared of doing it. That's my problem with slabs. I don't like them. They scare me. You see, I'm not that comfortable on that little volume there. But it was kind of fun to go like sideways, up, then you go a little bit down and then up on the top out. It was a very interesting slab. It's not a super big gym, so when it's packed, it's probably quite annoying, but it was literally no one when I was there in the afternoon. I was a little bit disappointed because I wanted to try a couple of the levels on the big 45-foot wall, but again, I just warmed up a little bit too much at the beginning. Fingers that were completely beat by the end of this session. I really enjoyed that gym. If you are in the area of Victoriaville and you're just looking to have a different bouldering, climbing experience, this wall is absolutely great. That's how they explained it to me, is there's 4 levels, but it's not V1 to V4. It's basically the first level is just big jugs. It's just very physical, it's very pumpy, and you need to have a lot of endurance to do it. As you go up the level, it could start like a V5, and then a little bit of it is like V7, and then it turns into a V4 again, and then it turns again into a V8. It's very experimental what they do with this, and it's just great. So if you're ever around there, go try it out. Thank you for looking. If you're into climbing and motivation and a bunch of different things, that's what I like to do here. So, drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you real soon. I tried to say that a little bit too fast, didn't I? Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon.